जयति हरिरचिन्त्यः सर्वदेवैकावन्द्यः परमगुरुरभीष्टा वाप्तिदः सज्जनानां निखिलगुणगणार्णो नित्यनिर्मुक्तदोषः सरसिजनयनोऽसौ श्रीपतिर्मानदो नः. Dear children, being senior citizens, we always love to give everlasting gifts to you. We bequeathed certain gifts when we were young, and it was our companion in critical situations. One such gift is the great Subhashita. It enables you to avert blunders in future and encash proper opportunities in the entire life. So, you are also eager to sharpen your ears and know today's Subhashita. Today's Subhashita has more relevance to the modern times also. I happened to visit a yoga camp and was more excited to see the interest displayed by 100 students. I was eager to see their growth and visited after a few days and found a skeleton of attendance. Many had given up half the way. Then I remembered one quotation which is often speaks generally towards the southern region people. The quotation is Aramba Shuraha Kalu Dakshinatyaha. The meaning of that quotation is Dakshinatyaha, southerners are Aramba Shuraha, are more enthusiastic to begin and not to pursue it till the end. During the final stage, there was only single-digit students who had necessary initiative to complete the task taken. This is compared to the soda bottle, which pumps lot of gas in the beginning and later subsides totally. What is that Subhashita? I remembered that Subhashita. The Subhashita is Shateshu Jayate Shuraha Sahasreshu cha Panditaha Vakta Dasha Sahasreshu Shrota Bhavativa Nava. What does this say? 1 in 100 can gain physical valor. 1 in 1,000 can become a Pandit. 1 in 10,000 can become an orator. But how many in the population can become an ideal listener as well as follower of the concepts learnt? Look at that ratio. 1 in 100 can gain physical valor because a training in the gym continues for 3 months. Somehow one can manage and gain some kind of perfection in that process. But becoming a scholar is difficult. He has to finish 12 years of Gurukula Vasa. In this long process, most probably, many will run away. That is why it is said, Sahasreshu cha Panditaha. Among 1,000, only one can gain the scholarliness. Even after gaining scholarliness, presentation is not taught to the student by the teacher. He has to learn and master the skills of presentation in his own way, which needs further efforts. That is why it is said, Vakta Dasha Sahasreshu. One among the 10,000 will become a good orator. But ultimately it is said, how many in the population can become an ideal listener as well as follower of the concepts learnt? The emphasis to be noted here is not just learning. Implementing the morals or the lessons learned from the teachers is very tough. Those students of yoga were not able to follow the consistency and regularly insisted by the guru. My dear students, you must have remembered the shloka said by Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. Shri Krishna says, Shrunu me paramam vachaha. You underline that word and chant it again and again. Shrunu me paramam vachaha. It has some kind of vibration to send a message to our inner conscious so that we have to develop our personality. The meaning of that line is, listen and apply my words of experience. Because Arjuna was an incorporator of the concepts of Gita. He could wage that terrific war by winning the support of Krishna and win the war. This is considered as listening. We should be ready to listen carefully and apply the lessons learned from the teacher in our daily life. Let us take another instance. Sage Narada narrated the story of Sri Rama to Sage Valmiki. His attentive learning enabled him to complete such a Herculean task of writing Ramayana. Is it not? This is considered as listening. Out of Navavidha Bhakti, it is often said, Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnuho Smaranam Padasevanam. It continues. Shravana is supreme and Raja Parikshit is supposed to be the role model of attentive listening. Even Lord Shukacharya tests his listening and appreciates his success. What a kind of listening! Though the death time is fixed for him, though his conscience has said that he won't live for longer, even then, continuously he sat in front of his guru. Even without drinking water, he listened at Bhagavata for 7 days continually. This is considered as listening. So, listening is not so easy as we assume. It is not a passive task. You need to grasp the intention of the teacher and implement every inch of the advice. Students, you must have heard some names. They may be for namesake only, but even you observe those names carefully. Some names are often termed as Ekapati, Dvipati, Tripati, like that. The meaning of that word is, Ekapati means once heard, means recorded in the memory. Dvipati means twice read the book, means it is recorded in the memory. Tripati means thrice read, means everything is recorded in the memory. That is the way of learning. Yama taught to Nachiketa. Nachiketa was a boy of 5 years. After having taught to Nachiketa, Yama looked at Nachiketa. On the spot, Nachiketa reproduced entirely what he has learnt from the teacher, that is Lord Yama. This is considered as listening. In India, Vedas are learnt from the gurus without textbooks. As the textbooks are heard by the disciples through the teachers, that is why they are called as Shruti. It is a learning without textbook. No textbook will be there. Teacher this that every day, and student by hearing closely and listening, he reproduce the entire text along with the swaras. That means learning without textbook means hearing without textbook means students should be most attentive, and such kind of hearing means a listening in such a way so that he has to record everything in the memory. This is listening. While hearing is a one-side process, listening means it is hearing and clearing our doubts in our mind by questioning. Not questioning suddenly, but questioning after the presentation process. That is considered as listening. My dear students, so all of you should start achieving this from today. Incidentally, I would like to inform you that in a few books, that sloka, Shateshu Jayate Shuraha, Sahasreshu cha Panditaha, Vakta Dasha Sahasreshu, Shrota Bhavati Vanava, like that, this is not there. Data Bhavati Vanava, like that, Data is replaced with Shrota. That is also correct. Data means a philanthropist. Philanthropist is not born, like that we can't say. Philanthropist is born and not made, and is a rare specimen for the world. In the same way, gifting something for a noble purpose means he must have been not only a great listener but also a lover of principles for which he is ready to sacrifice. Students, I seriously advise you to sharpen your listening skills. It can be improved every day. Shall we meet with next Subhashita? To keep that Subhashita recorded in our mind, I will wait for some time and then the recording session closes. Patiently, we can note down that Subhashita as it helps us in our future.